Hello, welcome to my show, the Paul Theory Show. Yeah. Alright, so I got to squeeze in. I'm going to try to do a little show. I'm kind of a little bit off my schedule. But I was having some thoughts, and I figured, hey, I'm going to try to squeeze this show in today. So today, I was thinking about reincarnation. Okay. So, I was thinking about reincarnation lately because I read recently that reincarnation was originally in the Bible, but it was taken out. So a lot of people don't believe it was ever in there. I don't know for a fact if it was or wasn't, but I read the thing that said it was, so it got me thinking about reincarnation. Not to say that I believe in it or not believe in it, but if it was true, let's think of the advantages of life, or the advantages of reincarnation versus non-reincarnation. So if you didn't reincarnate, you was only here once, I guess the point would be just to be like in the Bible where you're here just to be tested, I guess, basically. I don't know, just to see. It never really made sense to me how God created you to see if you are worthy and will listen to him and love him and all that, because he loves you. But then if you don't, then you burn in hell forever. And it seems like better off not ever showing up if that's the case, because it's so difficult. But anyways, but if the reincarnation was true, it seemed like the reincarnation would be, the point of it would be for you to keep getting better, like you would learn your lessons or try to do better this life versus the last one, and keep moving forward up in the chain until maybe you reach a certain point of enlightenment and then you're done or something, and then you move on to another realm or something. So my thought was this. Okay, for one, if God created the world or Mother Nature or whatever, why not just have us live forever? Why not we just you know what? Okay, you're born, just live forever. Get rid of death. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's the point of having death in the first place? If you're going to bring something to existence, why get rid of it? It's like we're programmed to die. We are, basically. You're programmed to grow. So, I mean, really, if you think about it, if you're programmed to grow for 18 years, why can't you just keep on growing? Why not? But you're not. After 18 years, you start falling apart. So it's in the program to do that. And after you live about, 70, 80, 90 years, and then that's about it, and then you're done. So there's a certain life. But why? Why is that? Why? And I'm thinking, okay, think of a car. Think of your first car you ever had. I'm assuming you're older like me. I got a feeling most of my audience, which is like maybe one person, is probably, I would say between 35 and 50. That's my guess. So, say you're like me, I'm 44, so tell me about it. My first car I bought when I was 17 years old, and it was a Camaro, and it was an older one. So I had it for only about a couple of years, and I had to sell it. But anyways, say I bought a new one though. Say I bought the new one. Say at 17 years old, I bought a new car. And cars pretty much have a life as well. I mean, I guess you could kind of push it to last forever, but you wouldn't want to. Because say you bought a car back in 1983, that was brand new. I guess for my case, if I was young, it would be like 1990. If I bought a brand new car then, I wouldn't want to be driving that 1990 car anymore. Because it'd be an old car. And then technology, and not because it's an old car, but because there's new cars. And the new cars are better than the old ones. They're a lot safer, they run better, they run cleaner, they got more doodads and gizmos. The cars evolve over time. And even though you buy the coolest car today and you can't imagine it getting old, it will. And at some point, that car will be old because the new technology will be far better. And even if it did run well, you'd still want to get rid of it because it's old technology. You want the new stuff, the safer stuff. Maybe the self-driving stuff, who knows? Well, I think that's how life is. Life is evolving. It's not just sitting here. I think everything in life that's been around, every like animal or person or plant, is probably constantly evolving. So what you have now is a better version of, like, say, so you're the better version of your parents, and your parents are the better version of their parents. So even though probably the increases is probably minute, and maybe you won't even notice it, you are the newer version. You're the new iPhone. That's why we don't stay with the same iPhone. We keep evolving, and the electronics are evolving so fast. So I think the reason why there's a certain lifespan, because after a point you're obsolete, and we want in the universe or Mother Nature or whatever you want to call it is constantly evolving. So, and think about your and that's why I was thinking maybe that's why you need two to make one. Because Mother Nature could have said, you know what, after a while we'll just clone you. Okay, so now you have another you, another little version of you. But that's not evolving, that's just another you. But if you get two people, and then you create one person, maybe you're taking the better of the two to create one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking the best attributes of two people to make one person. So that's an evolutional step. That's what I'm talking about. So, like, if your parents, maybe the kid has something to do with it as well, but you take, as a kid, you see your parents, and you see the best of your dad and the best of your mom, and maybe you kind of mimic that, even if it's subconscious. You know what you don't like about them, so you don't want to be like, oh, that bad a-hole, mean, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be like that, so I want to take the good attributes of, there's parts of your parents that you're really proud of, and there's stuff, let's face it, you're like, let's just keep that under wraps. So you usually, if you're bragging about your parents, you're talking about the good stuff, and then you're probably taking the good stuff, and maybe you get your own bad stuff as well, but that's the whole thing. It takes two. That's why probably that's why incense is not, because the genes are too similar. You're not making two new people. If you have an offspring with your sister, it's pretty much the same person as it is. Maybe that's why opposites attract. Maybe you should be finding somebody that's a lot more different than you are, from another part of the world. Because then you have a lot of differences, and those differences create a better new person. 2.0 you. So that's my thought. And if you didn't, and also, of course, there's the fact that, if you live forever, you'll be bored. That's true too. It'd be a nice idea, like if you were born again, I think when you're born again, right? So like say I die and I come back, right? I'm thinking, you don't remember your past life, but I think probably, or maybe, you will pass on, or you will get all the lessons you learned from this life. In a sense where, okay, like, here's my point. Like, if you remember yourself as a kid, now you probably are very similar to yourself as a very little kid. I'm talking a little kid, 5, 6 years old. But because little kids are different. Some kids are born and they're outgoing and friendly and happy. Some kids are not so happy. Some kids are real shy. Some are adventurous. Some are timid. But maybe those instinctive feelings that they have, or their instinctive contributes, are what they were left with when they're for their previous life. So through life, you may hopefully get over some stuff that were issues when you were younger. And then you can take those, like say if I was shy when I was a kid, and then I learned to be outgoing, I learned not to be shy, well maybe that's going to go, so in my next life, when I'm born, as a kid, I would have those attributes. I wouldn't be shy, because I got over that in the past life. So even if you feel like you really didn't do much with your gifts from this life, doesn't matter. Keep growing. Try to become a better person. Because if you're in the next life, if there's reincarnation, you will start off in a better place. You will start off with these good attributes instead of being like paranoid or something, or shy or crazy or something. You want to hopefully end up learning some lessons and becoming a better person. Okay? That would be what I would think if, in fact, we did have reincarnation. And I don't know if that's true or not. What does my gut say? If I had to place a bet today, which might be different tomorrow, I would think there would be a form of reincarnation. Even if it wasn't exactly that way. Maybe, you kind of live a life and then you go back and live another life, which I think you're always constantly growing. I think even if you, like every experience you have, you're going to either grow from it or you're going to like get jacked up by it. So, like if you watched a movie, sometimes if you watch a movie, you didn't really live that life, but maybe you learn something from it. You read a book, you're going to learn something from that book. So, even if it wasn't exactly that way in reincarnation, I think each life you have an opportunity to grow as a person or as a being, as an energy. So my guess, I would say, possible. And I gotta admit, when I was younger, here's the funny thing, and I'll tell you why I kind of have a feeling that there's reincarnation. When I was really young, and I remember in elementary school, I was raised in Los Angeles, okay? And I was a poor kid. I was poor. I was. But I never felt like I should have been poor. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. When I was a kid, I almost felt like I would see these images or pictures or movies of these rich kids with their rich styles and I always felt like I should be dressing like that. I kind of felt like I should have had my shirt tucked in and I should have been wearing polo shirts and there should be horses around me and stuff. I felt like I should have been rich. But that wasn't the style at all in Los Angeles as a kid. It was blue jeans, loose jeans, loose t-shirts, plain t-shirts at that. And I never felt that was my style. But you gotta go with the flow. You gotta dress like your friends and you don't want to stick out like a weirdo. Everybody dressed that way, so I did as well. Because it's gotta, but I felt like I was a fraud. To be honest with you. I didn't feel like it was me. So, did I grow up to be that person? No. But definitely grew up, it's probably an in-between of where I thought I was when I was a little kid, where I should have been, like a polo shirt and fancy, and what I grew into, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I kind of feel like I'm probably a mixture of those two. So I'm kind of West Coast casual, but a little bit more clean-cut than probably the average guy that's from LA or something. And of course, when you're older, you just kind of become business style. But yeah, so like now, if I'm off, I still wear jeans, but they're probably more fitted. I wear t-shirts, but they're not plain, they're not white, they got stuff on it. So that's more pizzazz. At work, I always wear polo shirts. So hopefully that was a foresight. I don't know. So I don't know. All right. Well, I think I'm out of time. Yeah, pretty much. Glad I was able to get in here and talk about reincarnation. Kind of a fun subject. And I'll have the weekend off, and I will see you Monday. So thanks for watching the Paul Theory Show. Remember, hit like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Watch it many times. Bye.